Hi, my name is Brianna Motzkus. I'm with the Fabric Patch in Ephrata, Washington, and today we're doing month 5 of our Color Dance Block of the Month. Alright, so if you've been sewing along with me, you know I totally fibbed last month that we were going to make a pine tree this month. Well, nah. If you had your pattern, you know I was just, trying to get you in the comments and say, hey, that's not right. You're right. Those of you who totally guessed, I skipped the block. And actually, this is one of my favorite blocks. I think it's a cool setting. It's super exciting. It's another jumbo block. It's these cute little dudes right here. Of course, mine look a little more like that, but super fun. I think it's a great idea. So we're going to talk about how to make these together. If you've been looking through your pattern and working ahead, you know everything we're doing this month is all repeat. We're doing more goose units, more half square triangle units, and a few little border treatments. So super fast, super fun, but let's go ahead and walk through our block together. All right, this is the completed block that we're going to make this month. Now, first off, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, that is a lot. That's a block that I'm not sure I can do. You can totally do it. We've done everything. So this, again, is just a Ohio Star block that we did last month. Remember this little guy? This guy? He's the same thing. He just has different solid squares up here. So we've already made this before. It's a goose unit and a few half square triangles this time. No big deal. We've done those. I bet you even have some left over we can trim up that you might already have sewn together. So super easy. We're going to put a little black border, or again, whatever your background is, and then a cute little border treatment with little half square triangles on the corners. This is just a fun way to do it. And a lot of people think doing a border this way is really hard. It's probably easier than doing a regular border because your measuring of your quilt or of your quilt block is a whole lot easier. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move this aside and then we'll go over our little components together. So again, here is our goose unit. Again, maybe you got yourself your No Math Flying Geese ruler that we talked about last month, and maybe you made some. If you did, good for you. If you didn't, that's okay. Keep that on your wish list. And we're going to make a cute little star block. And again, I confessed last month that if my blocks look different from your blocks and we're doing the same kit, I gave up. I gave up following my little color chart just because it wasn't fun anymore. I was getting so stressed and not okay with making sure I had, color JK and J Ice, color IJ. That I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to do me. It's no big deal. Because like we talked about last month, you'll have plenty of color fat quarters left over. It's your background that you're only going to have maybe a half a yard to 3/4 of a yard left over by the time we have this whole quilt put together. So you still have plenty of fabric to do whatever you want to do. It's no big deal. And it wouldn't be so horrible to have to either go back to the quilt shop to get by a fat quarter or find something out of your stash. So that is our center block. So you can see it here. That's our center block. Super fun. Again, sew it together like a 9 patch. Sew these 3 units together. Sew these 3 units together. These 3. And then nestle your seams to make your centerpiece. So super fast, super easy. And then we do a fun border. Now this I think would be really fun if you're someone who has maybe made a few quilts or plan on making more because you've had fun. This is a fun option. If you're going to do just some focus squares in the center and a cute little border, this is what's called a Churn Dash block. This is just an oversized Churn Dash block. Super easy. So you'll start with your black and you'll have a 1.5 by a 12.5 inch strip going on top and bottom, and then a little bit bigger on the sides. I'm going to go ahead and sew this piece together and then we'll talk about the Churn Dash unit. Okay, so here is our center goodness sewn all together. And then here is the border treatment. So the making of the Churn Dash block. Super, super easy. You're going to take your strips, and the way that you measure this, so if it's something that you want to make again, you measure whatever your center block is going to be. If it's going to be a t-shirt quilt, if it's going to be a solid square, if you're going to make this again, but you want to do a different block in the middle, it's great. How you make your Churn Dash block is you figure out what your sides are. So all of these sides, I think, are like 14 inches. So you're gonna cut your 2 colors. So in my case, it's our background and whatever color you choose. Again, I'm not sure if we were using mustard or not, or teal, whatever you want. You choose that what works for you. And make sure they're the same size. Sew those together. You'll have 4 that are all sewn together. I've already sewn these for you. All exactly the same size. And these measure the same length of the perimeter of our block. Okay? And then whatever the width of our 2 pieces together is the sides of our half square triangle. So again, if this is a 2.5 inch strip once it's sewn together, this is a 2.5 inch half square triangle unit. And then you're gonna sew it like we've sewn everything else before. We're gonna line these out, we're just gonna pretend that's sewn together. And these are just gonna go in the corner. Point it in, point it in, point it in. You're gonna sew a half square triangle. Can you see that? Yeah. You're gonna sew a half square triangle unit to our stripped piece to a half square triangle unit. Same here. I'm just gonna smoosh it down for you guys. You're gonna sew a half square triangle unit to our border unit to our half square triangle unit. And then like a 9 patch, you're gonna sew these so this piece to this piece, this piece to that piece, and sew your top and sew your bottom. And shazam! You have this beautiful, gorgeous star block inside of a Churn Dash. Super, super awesome. All right, that's it. It is a really, really cool block. I think this is probably my favorite block out of the whole thing. And I don't know if it's the whole Churn Dash thing. I don't know. I just really, really like this one. You're gonna make 2 of these blocks, so I hope you like it too, because you got a lot of piecing ahead of you. But super, super great. Make 2 of these, and then next month, I promise, we will do a cute little pine tree.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.